the Bob Mills Weather Center, Oklahoma weather expert, Jed Castles.
Well, it's a busy weekend in the weather department, Jed, certainly for our trackers as well, always out covering the latest.
So trackers were out and team was in. David did a great job keeping you up to date, keeping you covered as those storms were rolling through. Now, a lot of the Sooner fans down in Norman, great game, no problems with any rain at all, but that trek home, you're trying to drive home and there's tornado sirens going off as those storms were developing just to the west of the metro. So a little unnerving trying to get home and a lot of traffic jams going on. So hopefully everybody made it home okay. But again, our storms were passing through. There was a storm in the Tuttle area. This kicked up its heels. We had our helicopter out. Sky News 9 HD was out with Jim Gardner tracking those storms. And again, for a while, did have a lowering, did have a brief spin up down in the Tuttle area. That's one area. As the sun set, and that's when the storms started to shift near the metro and then just to the east, that's when we had power flashes going on. You can see a few of those developing. You can see right over in there. That's some power flashes, and that's something we look at this time of the year. It can mean wind damage. It can also sometimes mean a spin up or even a tornado. So in this video you see here, it's kind of difficult for our trackers to be able to tell, but they see the winds picking up. That can mean a tornado. We did have a report of a tornado over near the Luther-Hera area. And then over near Prague, there's also some power flashes. You look here closely, see that. So multiple storms from Saturday had the possibility for a tornado. So far right now, 2 reports coming out on the damage surveys. We're going to check in with Lawton, check in with the storms overnight, Saturday night, early Sunday in the Pauls Valley area, and we'll also that Prague storm, we'll see if that was a tornado as well. So more details on that coming up. Right now, 2 confirmed reports so far. One of those here in the Tuttle area is just very small tornadoes, very brief, not on the ground very long, but from, you can see there just to the north of Tuttle, a couple miles there was off the ground in that location. And then going past the metro on over to the east from near Luther, right about from Luther down to near Hera, there was a little track on a storm that passed through there. About an 8-mile width of damage reported in that area with multiple power poles kind of knocked down, and you rate that to close to EF1 when that happens. So we're monitoring the other storms that we had around this weekend. Again, so far right now the count is sitting at 6 here across Oklahoma, with most of the tornadoes so far being in the southern parts of the states. We're going to keep an eye on new opportunities for those tornadoes as far as the data goes. But again, is where we're sitting right now. 6 reports of tornadoes. So far, we typically see maybe about 15 tornadoes by this point. So we're below normal right now. Getting into May, that's where our biggest month is. Up over 24 tornadoes is what we expect on average. Right now, we're sitting at 6. That's how it goes. You can go quiet, and all of a sudden you have about 2 weeks of terror where the storms create a lot of tornadoes, and that's where most of them form here in Oklahoma. Okay, so there are your rainfall totals. Had some good rain here in Oklahoma City, south and east where most of the rainfall fell. Some areas in far south Oklahoma, up over 4 inches of rainfall. So there's your rain right now moving away. We do have a little bit of a wind out there this morning. It's north about 17. It's making it feel chilly. So cold conditions here out the door this morning. 52 waking up this morning. 40s and 50s around. Some wind, and that wind is enough to put a little bit of a chill in the air. Wind chills right now are in the mid to upper 40s here in the metro, some low 40s and a few upper 30s in the north and the northwest parts of the state. So a little chilly there. We'll rebound those highs back up into the 60s here coming up for today. There's your forecast today. Lots of sunshine. May see a brief sprinkle this afternoon with a few clouds moving through, but right now most of your skies look mostly clear. Looks really like a nice day. We'll climb it to near 67 today, 70 tomorrow. And then 70s back in here for Wednesday. Even warmer heading toward late week with a track of more storms and maybe more severe weather. We'll keep you up to date on that. We'll be back and have more updates coming up right after this.